Hi, I am Josh. That is my corner, and I am talking. I haven't been on in a while. I've just been busy. But today I'm talking about wrestling yet again, because my last video, like 7 months ago, was the announcement of Alpha versus Omega. That match was amazing, by the way, and Chris Jericho's still in New Japan Pro Wrestling and just won the NJP, the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. Anyway, that's not what I'm talking about today. Today, I'm talking about the stuff about the WWE United Kingdom Championship Tournament 2018. These are going to be predictions, my predictions. I was planning on doing it from the first round, but, well, I saw that it was June 25th and 26th that the tournament was supposed to be, and that was wrong. That's the second round onto the finals, and then will be the NXT special with also the UK champion Pete Dunne versus the winner of the tournament. The first round has already happened, so now I'm just going to recap on what the first round was. First round matches was Amir Jordan versus Zach Gibson. Zach Gibson won. I haven't watched that match, but I looked up the spoilers for that match. And then sorry about that. And then there was also Flash Morgan Webster versus James Drake. I watched that match, and it was a good match. Flash Morgan Webster won. I kind of figured Zach Gibson and Flash Morgan Webster would advance. And then another match was Jordan Devlin versus Tyson T-Bone. I didn't watch that match because it hadn't been on the WWE YouTube channel yet, and that's what I've been watching it on, because they put it on there instead of the network. Put the Flash Morgan Webster match on and 2 other matches so far. Anyway, Jordan Devlin beat Tyson T-Bone, which was kind of predictable because I did not think Tyson T-Bone, James Drake, or Amir Jordan would beat out Zach Gibson, Jordan Devlin, and Flash Morgan Webster. Also on the YouTube channel was the 205 Live guys, Drew Gulak and Gentleman Jack Gallagher. Gentleman Jack Gallagher won. That was also a good match, which was kind of obvious because I feel like Drew Gulak was only in the tournament because they needed the 16th UK guy and they couldn't. So they thought, oh hey, Drew Gulak, he kind of wrestles like some of the UK guys, so let's put him in there. And he lost, which was pretty predictable. Gentleman Jack Gallagher advanced. Joe Coffey fought Tucker. Joe Coffey won. I figured that would happen too. And then the next 2 I'm about to talk about were, I was on it, and I didn't watch that one. That one was, I looked up spoilers for. And the next 2 I didn't watch either, but they were spoilers. But those were the 2 that was hard to predict for me. I was going to predict, which I'm talking about, Ligero versus Travis Banks, and then Kenny Williams versus Dave Mastiff. Dave Mastiff versus Kenny Williams was just a big underdog match, and I thought, hey, maybe they'll put the underdog over Kenny Williams. Or maybe they'll show the brute force of Dave Mastiff, and he would advance. And that's what they went with, because Dave Mastiff won after a good match, apparently. I've just seen highlights. And then the big first round match that I'm really waiting to watch, but I know the winner already, Travis Banks, the Kiwi Buzzsaw, beat Ligero. That was the other one I was wondering who would they pick. And they picked Travis Banks, which is who I figured. Figured Dave Mastiff too on the other match, and he won. Anyway, then the only first round match, this is the first out of all of them I watched, and it shocked me. I'm talking about Ashton Smith versus Joseph Connors. Joseph Connors I thought would win, and he lost. So Ashton Smith advanced. Now, from what the brackets show, the next round matches will be the Kiwi Buzzsaw, Travis Banks versus Ashton Smith. Joe Coffey versus Dave Mastiff. That's going to be a big brute force match, man. Zach Gibson versus Gentleman Jack Gallagher. It's going to be a pretty good match. Should be, at least. And Jordan Devlin versus Flash Morgan Webster. That's going to be a good match too. High flying probably. And my predictions, Flash Morgan Webster versus Jordan Devlin. After a good match, Flash Morgan Webster is going to advance to the semifinals. Zach Gibson versus Gentleman Jack Gallagher. It's going to at least be a decent match. And then Zach Gibson's going to prevail and beat Gentleman Jack Gallagher. Travis Banks versus Ashton Smith. Hopefully Travis Banks, because he deserves it over that guy from at least what I've seen. And I want Travis Banks to win. And then the big brute match, Dave Mastiff versus... Sorry, I'm pronouncing it with my hands. But anyway, Dave Mastiff versus Joe Coffey. Figure after a hard-fought battle, Joe Coffey will come out on top, leaving the semifinals to be Joe Coffey versus Travis Banks and Zach Gibson versus Flash Morgan Webster. And I feel like Zach Gibson, after a pretty good match between Joe Coffey and Travis Banks will pull out on top and he'll go to the finals. And then Flash Morgan Webster versus Zach Gibson, I feel like that'll be a great match. And that Zach Gibson maybe throw some heel tactics in, because Zach Gibson's always good as a heel. Will do some underhanded stuff to beat Flash Morgan Webster to advance to the finals. And that will put the finals as Zach Gibson versus Travis Banks. And I hope they're prevailing Travis Banks as a face in this, because he's good at both, but I love cheering for him. So, hoping he's a face. Anyway, versus Zach Gibson after a pretty good match. I feel like Travis Banks will win and become the #1 contender for the UK Championship. That's my prediction for the tournament. But next night, what I think is going to win, Travis Banks versus the UK champion Pete Dunne. I feel like what's going to happen is it's going to be a good match, and you're going to think Travis Banks is going to lose. Then he's going to come back with a big, fiery comeback, and he's going to prevail and win the UK Championship and become the 3rd ever UK champion, the Kiwi Buzzsaw, Travis Banks. And then that he will be the leading man for the kickstart of the UK WWE Network exclusive show that they've been wanting to do. He'll be the champion, and it'll be Pete Dunne coming back for the championship. And that's my thoughts on the WWE UK tournament. And also, I'll also be uploading some videos of my predictions for NXT TakeOver Chicago 2, which is happening this Saturday from the day I'm filming, and also Money in the Bank 2018, which is happening this Sunday from when I'm recording it. And I'll be doing my predictions on that show too. I'm Josh, and this is my corner, and I will see y'all next time.